Hey everybody, Matt from Crank Engineering, and quick little job here on Marco's chopper. This rear fender that he's bought, the radius isn't quite the same as the wheel and tyre. So you can see if I held it, up here somewhere, it'd be about right. But if you want the fender hugging the tyre, it's the wrong radius. So we can fix that. And the way we do that is we have to shrink this edge of the fender, and by shrinking this edge or making it shorter, it'll pull the radius around and make it tighter. So we have to do that on both sides to do it evenly to keep the fender straight. And there's a whole bunch of different ways you could do that. And I've got a shrinking machine which I'll demonstrate, but you could use other techniques like tuck shrinking. You probably couldn't do it on a bowl, shrinking in a bowl, but shrinking machine is an easy way to do it. I've got a cheap import one next to me here which we'll demonstrate. And let's get this marked up so that we can shrink it and make it a better radius fit to the tyre. Okay, so here's a close-up of the jaws on the shrinking machine. And there's two parts at the bottom and a part at the top. And if you watch when I push on the foot pedal, watch the jaws. The top one comes down and clamps the metal. Actually, it's a four-piece, there's two at the top and two at the bottom. So as you push down the foot pedal, the top comes down and clamps the metal between the jaws, and then they squeeze them together. So it gathers the metal and squeezes it closer together. So that shrinks an edge. And the stretcher, which is on the other side, does the exact opposite. It grabs the metal and pulls it apart. So if you're pulling the metal apart, you're making it thinner. And if you're squeezing it together, you're making it thicker. So when you're shrinking, you actually make the metal in that area just a little bit thicker. So normally not visible, but has the effect of shrinking the edge and making it a bit shorter. So we're going to use the shrinking machine along the edge of the fender and squeeze the edges closer together so that it shrinks that edge and pulls the radius in a bit tighter. Okay, you can already see that the match with the radius of the tyre is a lot better now. Got to leave a bit of clearance though, because you need to keep some clearance from the tyre. So normally I put a piece of rubber hose, maybe 5/8, 16 mil in diameter, and I'll just tape it to the centre of the tyre and then sit the fender on that and then check the fit. So if I put my fingers under there about the same thickness, that's a pretty good fit now. So it's far better than what it was. And we could always go back and just maybe shrink every third line I've marked on the fender, just to pull it in a little bit further. And I can also put more pressure on the foot pedal as I'm shrinking, and that'll also squeeze the metal a bit more. So you just start gently and do it a little bit at a time, and then work your way up to the final position that you want. But that's far better than what it was, and that'll be a good improvement on this fender for the chopper. Thanks for watching.